Hi, welcome to 100% LCFC. My name's Phil, and I just thought I'd do a quick reminder because we're doing our live draw tomorrow night, which is courtesy of our pals at Everard's and ADT, Peter's Pizzas, and Hologram. They've all given us a prize, and I just wanted to make sure everybody remembered to enter it. Pretty much, I'm going to sort out the raffle tomorrow night. We'll do it live at about 8 o'clock on here on 100%. I think there's been hundreds and hundreds of people entered so far. The only way you can do to enter is to go onto the website. I'm just going to show you briefly how you do that in a minute when we've got a few people watching, because it's a pretty good prize, £50 to spend in the Leicester City club shop. A mini keg of beer from Everard's, that's pretty decent. And then we've got one of these, you can pick what phone you've got. So if you've got an iPhone, you've got a Samsung, whatever, you can get one of these cases, a nice phone case. We've got a few you can go and choose from, the old school ones, all different ones, so have a go on that. Evening to Mick. I'm not so enthusiastic tonight, Mick. I'm a bit deflated after last night. Chris is saying he wants to be Puel out, but I can't find a decent replacement as option. I've been saying that. Hi Steve Mardy, how are you? What on earth do we think to last night's match? Frustrating to say the least, wasn't it? 7 changes from Saturday. For me, that's not going for it. You can say, I know Ben Chilwell was injured. Jamie Vardy, I don't think he was injured, was he? I think he was rested. I think that's what they're saying in the papers. What are you doing resting? If people like Aguero and De Bruyne, Sterling, Mahrez, you know, all these players were playing for Man City and we put out a weakened side. It's frustrating, isn't it? James Hall is saying it's not very good at all. Jamie from the Foxes is watching. Hi, Jamie Preston. How are you? A bit annoyed because I feel like I say, I'm one of the only ones trying to back Claude Puel. I'm trying to stay Puel in, but really tricky. Mick Paget is saying it was still a decent performance. The first half we were not really in it, and you felt Man City were only in second gear. But second half we gave it a real go when he made some changes. Fair play to Puel there. He brought all Brighton on, made a difference. Frustrating. Chowdhury had a good game, says Michael Holmes. Didn't he just? You know, that's a big positive to take from last night. Is Chowdhury perhaps again has grabbed that opportunity and took it with both hands. Maybe he'll get a start against Chelsea on Saturday. Maybe it's time to let Mendy have a rest on the bench. Mick Paget is saying we would have taken a point in the league. Yeah, I agree. And we'd have all took penalties before the game kicked off. So lots of promise, says Kev Cartwright. Lots of promise from my point of view. Last night, Gray showed real class. Pure showing emotion at the end. Jamie saying he thought we were going to sneak it. I did as well, Jamie. I thought, again, it was almost a carbon copy of last year's game, wasn't it? Felt like we were going to just nick it at the end. Craig Pearson is saying Gray did also well. Melon is saying watch the penalties yesterday. What? Do you know what it reminded me of? I don't know. When I went away to Cardiff and Jan Kermorgant did that stupid penalty. I'll never forget that. Well, I'm not being funny. Maddison's a young lad. Lot to learn. Lot to learn. I don't know what you're doing that sort of thing. And again, it's just idiotic. I mean, I let Fuchs off it. He blasted it and it was just a bit wide and a bit high. It's not great, but at least I don't know what's worse, Fuchs' miss or Maddison's miss, or probably Soyuncu's miss. If I was Soyuncu and I'd just seen Maddison do that, I would not then go and do the same thing. Highly frustrating. But here's the other question to that one. What was Soyuncu and Fuchs and Maguire? We had 3 out of the 5 penalty takers were defenders. Now, normally penalties, they leave it to the guys to decide at full time who fancies one. It's normally like that, who fancies one. Well, there was a few players out there still left on the pitch that you'd say, you know, again, Mark Albrighton had a tremendous goal, tremendous impact. Why isn't he taking a penalty? And I know it's probably because they say don't fancy it, but come on, lads, you can strike a ball. You left it to Soyuncu, who's barely played all season, and he's a defender, to take a penalty. Poor, very poor in my mind. And some of you will say that's Puel's fault. You can't, as a manager generally, I think that's how they work these things, who fancies a penalty. Reece Taylor saying drop end Diddy, he's been awful. Something isn't right, says Jane Whitman. Something isn't right behind the scenes. I don't think they want to play for him. He doesn't know how to motivate them. Jane, I've got a feeling you're right there with that. That they just feel like, I mean, Vardy, you know, somebody put in the comments earlier that Vardy's not played 2 2 consecutive games. He quit England. Quit England to concentrate on Leicester. That was the talk. He's only 31 and he's only been playing top level since 25. There's no way he should... I mean, he might be carrying an injury. I don't know. Is there something going on behind the scenes? Kurt Barley is saying Damari Gray was class. Lewis is saying the penalties made me out. It's just sickening to be... We fought back and just the same as last year. We threw it away. Craig Pearson saying penalties were awful. They were bloody awful. 3 out of 5. Dave Smith is saying he's still with me. He'll get behind Puel. Ongoing transition period, need an attacking midfielder. How about Danny Drinkwater, David Smith? Get him back in on loan. Boosh. Knows the club, knows everything about the club, knows most of the players here, knows the structure, knows where the training ground is. Danny Drinkwater, to me, is a no-brainer in January. That's what I think. Steve Mardy's saying 7 changes, 2 fullbacks, Fuchs and Simpson, who can manage Perez, Chowdhury to replace a tired Mendy. No threatening attack whatsoever, says Neil Bennett. Loads of comments in. Don't forget, I'm going to switch this round. This is, I'm up here at the PC, so hopefully, can you all see that? If you want to enter, you have to go to the website, and then you go to competitions. Can you see that? I think, let me, hang on. Is that right now? Is that the right way round? I don't know. I don't know if I've done that the wrong way round, but you go to competitions and click on there. There you go. You got a nice view of my banisters there as well. I'm upstairs, my PC. Got rid of all the strikers and didn't replace them, says Paul Spilling. And Matt Lucas is saying you're right. John Dingwell. Lee Marie is saying we need 2 strikers in January. Nacho can't cut it. Again, just Nacho. Some of his touches last night, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but Nacho's touches were poor. Really, really poor. David Tiggy is saying, never mind, let's get a decent league position. No, I think we do mind, David, if we're honest. If you look at the other teams who are still left in it, Arsenal and Chelsea and Spurs and Man City are taking this cup fairly seriously. This is the time to take it seriously. And I think Leicester, it was all over the radio today. I listened to TalkSport a lot, and TalkSport was slamming into Leicester, saying they showed big disrespect, showing that why have we not given it a go? Best chance of anything this season for Leicester is a cup run, a chance to get to Wembley, chance to win a cup, and a chance to get into Europe. Clearly, either Claude Puel is not bothered about getting to Wembley, or nobody at the club is. Because if somebody was bothered at the club about getting there, I think it's only us fans who are bothered about what we do. I think for everybody else, it's a major achievement to finish 8th instead of 9th. Well, for most of us, we'd take 7th, 8th, 9th and a cup final and the trips back into Europe. I certainly would. So I'm definitely still Puel in. I'm still backing him. But it is beyond annoying. I did say last night, if he didn't pull out an A team, I'd be really frustrated. I really am. Because, let's be honest, what's the chances of going to Chelsea on Saturday, really, and getting 3 points? It's minimal. At best, we might go to Chelsea and get a point. And the reality is, if I'd have said to you, we'll beat Man City in the Cup, but we will lose to Chelsea, I think we'd have all took that. As fans, we'd have all accepted that and gone, an away game at Chelsea, in the form they're generally in this season, we don't expect to get 3 points there. A draw would be a great result. Really, really frustrating. I'm going to finish off now. Main thing I wanted to come on for was to say we're going to do a proper live stream tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Draw out this live £50 prize, mini keg of beer, a couple of pizzas from Peter's, one of those nostalgia cases which are very nice for your phone. Doing that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So just want to remind you, you've got to go onto the website, which is leicesterfantv.com. Click on the competition section and you'll see it there. It's in the post. It's dead easy to find. So go and enter. I know a lot of you already have, but £50 to spend in the club shop this time of year, that's pretty good. The beer, the pizza, the phone case, it's all nice stuff. And it's all free. It's all thanks to our pals. So that was what I wanted to come on to say. I'll talk more tomorrow night about maybe the Man City game. We'll look forward to the Chelsea game. Feeling really flat, and I know I'm one of the 15% who's still backing Puel, 85% not backing him, and it's hard to back him after things like yesterday. It is hard, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture. I don't know. Mourinho's gone. Interesting that they brought in Solskjaer there, a fan's favourite. They've just brought him in to calm the fans down. Is that going to need something similar at Leicester? To, if Puel goes, get a fan's favourite back behind the scenes. I don't know who that would be. Let us know who you think. Last couple of comments before I finish off here. Hamza has to start on Saturday, says Michael Geddes. Jamie from the Fox's Arms is still saying he's Puel in with me. Thank you, Jamie. Riso is enough, Puel out. Can't win with 10 men, says Michael Geddes, because Nacho is awful. 25 million. He's looking worse value every time he plays, bless him. Tony Fish is saying, would you trust him with a fiver? I think he's talking about, well, no passion, it's gone, says Zoe. I think you've got a point. Can we trust Puel in the January window, says Paul Burdett. I think that's all great topics, and we'll do that tomorrow. Don't forget, go on the website, leicesterfantv.com, enter. See you later. Thanks.